And certainly week one games, we are all hunting and pecking to see if narratives we've been talking about for months have shown up with an actual game. And I'm wondering if the Lions missing their coordinators showed up. Like, did we see that, or is it something different?
I think it showed up, but I think like as they're making a scheme adjustment, I think Ben Johnson would have a hard time making this adjustment. I think all of a sudden the offensive line looks really human. And that was such a strength for them. Like the Eagles' offensive line has never looked human, not since I've been there. Like they always look like the Monstars, and they're coached by one of the best coaches in the league. Obviously, Detroit has Hank Fraley, who's a hell of a coach as well. I'm talking about Stout in Philly, but that interior three was so valuable to them. And, the way they kind of reset the line of scrimmage, they kind of set the line of scrimmage in that pocket, so that Jared Goff, who's not the most mobile guy, doesn't feel that pressure up the middle. And, at times I've screwed this up where I've said, hey, Jared Goff isn't great against pressure. Statistically, he's probably very good against pressure, but he's not great off platform. And, when I say versus pressure, I'm talking about the pressure that moves Jared Goff off his platform. And right now, he's making an adjustment to a new look in the pocket. Like all of a sudden, the guards are in his lap, and the Packers played really well in the middle. But at times, like even in the run game, they were backed up on the goal line after taking a sack. And they let the tackle run free and almost pick up a safety. I mean, like, they're having a hard time up front right now. It's early. I'm not saying they can't figure it out. But what you see when they get in these long, third and longer situations, the tackles are really good in pass pro, but they're not elite. Like I don't want to sound crazy. Like Penei Sewell is one of the best tackles in the league, but the situation that Philly has, and this is what frustrates me at times when people compare those two offensive lines. Philly has two all-world tackles. So when you get in these third and longer situations, because you can't run the ball as much, you looked at like 21 of their runs, like 15 of them got hit in the backfield. That's a crazy stat when you think about a Detroit offense. So I want to give Morton some time. And I think Dan Campbell's a hell of a football coach. It is a privilege to have to replace two of your coordinators. That means things are going well. This is something, if Detroit and Brad Holmes and Dan are going to be there a long time, which I think they will, they're going to have to do this again at some point. So I would like to give them time. I think the offensive line, the interior three, really matters. There were times in the game when Jared was just dumping the ball when there was no pressure because he was sped up. And Green Bay changes the picture in the secondary. So that's an extra layer of processing for Jared Goff.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.